It's December and I have not done my wrap up yet, so here we go. I did The Wren in the Holly Library by K.A. Lindy. I really love this. It does end on a kind of cliffhanger, what we're going to do now sort of thing. A little bit of romance, but for this book, at least I wouldn't quantify it as a romance, but I'm sure it will come in next books. A Very London Christmas by Sarah Madison. I did my first Sarah book this year and really enjoyed it, and so I listened to this one and it was a lot of fun. My first time listening to Casey Sheridan and loved her. Shane East was Shane, he was great. And then Zara Hampton Brown was the child, which I really loved that sort of introduction with that. Then finally did Hunger. This is the trilogy, so I did all of them. So I re-listened to 1 and 2 and then did the last one, and it's fantastic. If you like end of the world, everybody's been eating things they shouldn't have been eating and turning into monsters sort of thing, you will love it. Very much had the Walking Dead kind of vibes, you know, like getting somewhere where you think it's safe but it's not really safe. So definitely one to check out. The Big Stuff by Aja. I have to think this was a novella and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the performances. Hang on. The writing was so small I had to like zoom in. Wesley Siobhan and Winston James, I thought they were fantastic, and it was just a really cute novella you should definitely check out. Guild by Raven Kennedy. I was not a fan. I did almost DNF this book, and I spoke to several friends, and I was like, I didn't tell them what I was listening to, but I was like, I think I'm gonna DNF. But because I'm like, I don't want to quit, I did get to the end. Again, this is not a romance. It may be later on in the books, but this book, there was no romance in this whatsoever. There was sexual assault though, so. Broken Harbour by Catherine Cowles. I loved it. I absolutely. This is the second book I've done of Catherine's, and the second in this series. Absolutely, yes, 100%. That was Conor Crace and Erin Mallon, and I loved them together. Talk Wicked to Me by Melissa Foster, Aidan Snow and Savannah Peachwood. They were fantastic and definitely one to check out. There are reviews for both of those books on my page. I did Avenging Angel by Kristen Ashley. Like, I love the Rock Chick series. So, you know, Mace, he's spread his wings, he's got a team, and we get some of the kids have grown up from the Rock Chick series, and so we get Cap, who was Sniff, and his story, and I do have a review, it's just not out yet, but love it. You know, it's something easy and fun. The Summer I Destroyed You by Elizabeth O'Rourke. I was catching up, so I did The Summer I Destroyed You, and I also did The Summer I First Saw You. I will say The Summer I First Saw You I loved it. Samantha Brentmore and Jason Clarke, and this one is Jeff Harding and Samantha Brentmore. Performance-wise, all of them were absolutely fantastic, but story-wise, I really, really had issues with the heroine in this book. I know, just don't. If a guy had treated anyone that way, I wouldn't have been a fan of him either. And there's some body issues in this, and I think that's difficult for people to handle. Mine was the bullying aspect, and yeah, there was some issues for me with this book, but this one, I thought it was fantastic. And then She's a Wild One, Kristen Proby, Sebastian York and Grace Grant, I'll be honest, I thought they were narrating, and I love Grace, but I was like, Sebia, really? But actually nailed it. They were absolutely fantastic. I have a review. It's not out yet, but it will be. Definitely, you have to listen to this entire series. This is the last book in this series. It's a must. And then I started Farm to Forking, and this has 5 books in it. 5? Yes. I did the first book, which I thought was really cute. It had good representation for Crohn's disease, and giving, not even for just Crohn's, but just having an invisible illness and the things people say to you. So that was a really great one. I will say that She's a Wild One I started, but I didn't finish until in December, so you know. But yeah, did you do any of these books? Did you listen to anything else that I missed in November? Let me know.